These are one of those songs. I feel bad. That's something that it's not really healthy.
Please don't talk to me, baby. Please don't hit my phone. I've been all alone. I swear that I've been missing home. It's been so damn long.
Two gods, goddesses, y'all know the vibes. It's your boy Demi Aqua. Feeling a little cozy today. It's a little chilly in here. Hey, does this count as a shirt? Okay. Anyways, man, shout out to y'all for real. Again, the love has been is very I'm very grateful, man. A very chill kind of state, chill kind of vibes. I got my drink. It's water. Day 30 something, 32. Who knows? But yo, I'm grateful for the people who really be tuning into the beginning yap session. I feel like we got our own little private room. You feel me? A little escape before we get into the reactions. I know you're here for the reactions too, but for the ones who are here for the yap sessions, I really do appreciate you because I feel like I really am able to connect with you guys more and just get a vibe of my overall journey. And anyone that's, I've been able to motivate just hearing like these stories, whether it's some philosophical stuff, some motivational stuff, that means a lot to me. I really want to be, I always wanted to be like someone being able to inspire someone who could like play a role in which my life can help motivate somebody else because I'm walking down the path and I know I never stuck to a traditional path. There was a certain point in my life. My father wanted me to be a doctor. That was before I found music, and I was on this path of just really just going with the flow. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna be what was it called? I think it was a neurologist. That's the doctor that studies in the brain. And I was really studying, was keeping up with my school. I was doing all this work in classes until it was a realization like, hold up, is this something I really want to do, or is this something like my father wants me to do? And the whole time I was stuck between a place where I could go down this path because I'm when I apply myself to something, I know myself. I'm very hardworking and intelligent, no glaze, but it's just for things that I care about though. And I realized like I will be miserable if I go down this path of not really enjoying this field, being in school for 10 plus years with this amount of debts just to please somebody else vision of how they want my life to turn out. I feel like a lot of us go through that where we are so in this space of just not necessarily lost per se, but we are more comfortable with pleasing other people and what they have in store for our life than following our own path. And it took a big realization. Like, there's a point where you have to realize that it's just going to be you. It sounds very dark, but we're all going to die one day. And one of my biggest fear is being on my deathbed and having regrets of not fully living my life to my heart desires. Because as kids, we all had this joyful, youthful energy. We all had this spark. We wanted to be firemen, astronauts. And I'm using that in a metaphorical sense. We had big dreams. There was no limit on the imagination and potential of a child. But when we come into this matrix, we start understanding how society, our parents, and different cultural, religious backgrounds have very strong influence upon us. We lose sight of who we truly are. Like there's someone out there that wanted to probably be a chef, someone out there who wanted to be a damn soccer player, a musician, a artist, something that they truly enjoyed. But they were more worried about, the matrix of what people think. No, I can't do that. It's not, I can't pay They won't be able to afford my living, and they give up. And it's truly a sad thing because there's so many talented people out there, but they never tapped into their gifts. You have a gift. You just have to tap in. And it's not going to be easy. You have to go through obstacles of self reflection and going through those boundaries of just doubt. But I promise you, live your life for yourself and it's going to be so much more worth it in the long term. Like music is my passion. Even if I don't make it as an artist, I generally enjoy making music. That's something I see myself doing. I love dissecting music. I love listening to music. I make music for myself. I like because I can't find too much music I could vibe with, you know? But that's just a message of today. We might make this a separate segment. Fuck, I might start a whole new channel if y'all want to just hear different things. Life of Aqua, who knows? But anyways, we're gonna jump into the video. I had posted a post on the YouTube asking for you guys suggestions on reactions. I think someone said BTS, your eyes tell lies. Yes, so the live version of that we're gonna be reacting to. Let's jump right into it. These are one of those songs. I feel bad for even pausing. These are like one of those songs you just want to you got to just let play out because you want to just let it play out and just let it play out. I'll become your eyes for the adventure that lies ahead. Even the darkness we see is so beautiful. I could go on a lot just with those two lines itself. It's almost like like music is really poetry. Music is really poetry when you really just dissect and you really look at the lyrics, man. So this track, like the name of the track itself is called "Your Eyes Tell Lies," and again, this is just my interpretation. There's no wrong answer in music. You feel me? Of course, the artist had a set core message, but the message can always be relayed to however someone is affected by the music. It's universal. But even within the name, "Your Eyes Tell Lies," I'm reading these lyrics, it's like a whole different story. Like they even like mention multiple times where it's like a beauty within this love interest, this person. It don't have to be a love interest. You could even symbolize it to something that you love. And one thing that stood out, even in the darkness, I could still see like the beauty. Even in the darkness, I could still see the beauty. They even mention like, "I'll be your eyes." Like this song is one of them tracks where it's almost like you're in this kind of like this relationship of which it's like we're not meant for each other. We want to be together. I see all the goods in you, but the the more we are together, it's almost like we're just gonna like destroy each other by the things that we both bring. It's like a love that's not supposed to really flourish. And I'm not saying something done on purpose, but it's just something. It's like a magnet. The closer we get together, the farther we pull apart. That's what I'm getting from this type of track. And it remind me a lot of some very toxic relationships, even myself, I had in the past. As I'm reading these lyrics, the more I'm seeing them. Let me go back to one of them real quick, just to give y'all an example. Because again, I love doing the dissections. Because each of them, when they say right there, but the more I try to escape and struggle, the more it follows me. But but I still want to hold on to it. That's something that it's not really healthy. We all go through these periods of time where we find this person. We might find something that brings the very we love certain traits about a person. We love certain aspects about a person, but it doesn't necessarily mean that person is right for us. And I feel like a lot of us could relate on that. And I feel it's almost like a drug. They say drug. You might get this feeling, this euphoria, this high, but the repercussions after it is even worse than how you felt when you're finding someone, that you may ignore his or her toxic traits or red flags, but you still put up with it. Let's continue even more. Even when the scenes are beginning to end, I'll call your name. Your gazing eyes are so colorful. I'll give my everything to you. It's almost like you're fighting for something you shouldn't have. You know that girl. You know that guy's not good for you. And a lot of women go through that, guys as well. But I feel like a lot of women, for some reason, it's speaking on my heart. A lot of women go through that where most women are they're naturally more emotional, meaning a woman is able to love way much more harder compared to a man when her feelings is very much invested and they ignore the logic. And I'm saying this in a practice, not this is just arbitrary. I'm not speaking directly, but I'm speaking in an arbitrary sense. When a woman loves, she's very much more attached to feelings and emotions, the thrill, the different experiences, the memories that you make, and you may ignore the things that you know that aren't good for you. And it's the same thing for men, you know. But some men are very much emotional as well when they get into and they find this person, especially if you've been single for a long time. Yeah, I'm getting from this track is like a forbidding kind of love, like we're not supposed to be together. The times that we do have together are one of the best times in the world. It's one of the best moments, and it feels like you never want it to end. But you know, the more you stick there, it's like poison that's slowly eating you up, slowly deteriorating your core at heart. Bro, it's really poetry. Like when you're reading these lyrics, they look so simple, but you really gotta dissect it. Because even comparing her eyes so colorful and then transitioning to talking about like the darkness, you know, he went from like a bard that literally exposes like colorful, the beauty of light, but then he does a like a dark contrast to being able to see nothing in the darkness and saying, I will even be your eyes. I might not have that same spark and light to see within this darkness, but I'm still willing to forge into the path of the unknown. Do you know how dangerous that is? That's a blind kind of love, no pun intended. Where you're willing to sacrifice yourself for somebody else, it's a very scary type of love. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but when things don't go how you plan it in mind, it could lead to very catastrophic heartbreak. You know, that shit is real. Whew, I could get deep into this one, but I want to keep this video short. But that's my overall, yeah, it was a very that track was a very like I don't want to say dark, but it has some contrast. I like how it's able to show true perspectives of a topic in which that you might look at it from just a general standpoint as, you know, just a love track, but in reality, when you really dive deep into it, it's something very much more. I like those type of tracks, you know, it's almost like poetry because you're just using different subtle nuances of of the song itself and just bringing it into light. Vocals, you know, they do their thing every time. You feel me? But I really like the deep dive of this one. Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Again, I might do like a whole Patreon video if y'all want me to really deep dive into these type of songs or you want more of the artistic perspective. Yeah, we might have to get that copyright. We might have to get that trademark. I've been seeing a lot of y'all saying the artistic perspective, man. I have to put that on a shirt or something. I don't know, but thank y'all again. Thank you for whoever sent the recommendation for this one. I do appreciate you. Oh yeah, it was Jillian. Hope I said it right this time. I don't know how I said it last time. Shout out Jillian. I'm sorry I don't have a shirt. Hey, but thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to the Discord, Mimi, call me Phoenix, Gemmin, Alexis, Anai. Call me. I'm gonna catch you on the next.
Please don't talk to me, baby, please don't hit my phone. I've been all alone, I swear that I've been missing home. It's been so damn long.